So good morning everyone. Today we're going to discuss about the importance of the agile and waterfall models. So these are two distinct approaches to software development, each with its own methodologies, strengths and weaknesses. So waterfall model is a linear and sequential software development approach where each phase must be completed before the next phase begins. So the typical phases include requirement analysis, so it means gathering all requirements, then the system design, creating an architectural and detailed designs, then implementation, coding and unit testing, then integration and testing, it is verifying that components work together. Then deployment, it is releasing the software to users. And the maintenance, addressing bugs and making improvements. That are the typical phases that include waterfall model. Then the strength of the waterfall model, it is clear structure. It means that each phase is well defined, making it easier to manage and document. Then predictability, since requirements are set upfront, timelines and budgets are more predictable. So good for large projects. So works well for projects with well-defined scope and requirements. Then easier to manage because everything is planned in advance. Project management is more straightforward. So in terms of a waterfall model, it is easier to manage. Then the weaknesses of the waterfall model. So it is inflexibility. So once a phase is completed, revisiting it is costly and time consuming. Slow adaptation to changes. So requirements cannot easily be changed once development starts. Then late testing. So errors are often discovered late in the process, increasing the cost of fixing them. Then not ideal for uncertain requirements. So the waterfall model is not ideal for our uncertain requirements. If customer needs are unclear, so this model struggles to accommodate changes.
So, let's talk about agile model. So, what is agile model? As it says, agile model is an iterative and flexible approach where development is divided into small increments called sprints. So, agile follows principles from the Agile Manifesto, emphasizing collaboration, customer feedback, and adaptive learning. So, the key agile methodologies. First is Scrum. It focuses on short sprints to 1 to 4 weeks with regular reviews. Next is Kanban. It uses a visual board to track progress and workflow. And the third one is Extreme Programming, or the XP. Prioritizes high quality coding and frequent testing. So, let's tackle about the strengths and weaknesses of the agile model. Its strengths is flexibility. The agile allows for changes in requirements throughout the project. The faster delivery. It means frequent iterations mean that working software is delivered faster. Next is the customer collaboration. Continuous feedback ensures that the product meets user expectations. Next is early bug detection. It says continuous testing helps identify and fix bugs early in development. Next is better risk management. Since Agile adapts quickly, risks can be mitigated more effectively. And the Agile model weaknesses are requires close collaboration, means Agile teams need constant communication which can be challenging. Next is, it is difficult to predict cost and time. It's because requirements evolve, budgeting and scheduling are harder to estimate. Next is the ideal for large-scale projects without clear structure. Managing large teams and projects can be chaotic if Agile is not implemented properly. Next is dependency on skilled teams. It says Agile requires experienced developers and active customer participation. So those are the weaknesses of the Agile model. Let's let's tackle all about the comparison table.
So let's talk about the comparison table, waterfall versus agile. So in terms of feature, waterfall model is when in terms of approach, it is sequential and structured. And then in terms of flexibility, waterfall model is slow. And then in terms of customer involvement, it is minimal, mainly at the start, because waterfall model. So customer involvement. So here in waterfall model, the feature is minimal and mainly at the start, because at waterfall model it just involved the customer requirements in the start, but after that it doesn't. Then in the features, change management in waterfall model, it is difficult and costly. And then project size suitability, it works best for large and well-defined projects. Then time to market in terms of waterfall model, it is longer, and then the testing phase is done after development is complete. So as you can see, waterfall model is linear and sequential, so it means that you can move to the next process unless you already done the first step. Then the risk management in waterfall model is high risk due to late stage testing. So now my friend will discuss about the feature of agile.
So, agile model. So, for approach, its feature is iterative and flexible, while its flexibility is high model. High flexibility. Its customer involvement is continuous feedback and collaboration. So it collaborates to the customer before the customer will give you another type of basta. So next is the change management. The agile model feature is easily adaptable. The next is project size suitability. It's ideal for small to medium size evolving projects, while time to market, so it's faster than the waterfall. Then its testing phase is continuous throughout development. Then its risk management is lower risk due to frequent iterations.
So in conclusion, use waterfall if the project has well-defined requirements, minimal expected changes, and clear timelines. And then use agile.
So in agile, if the project requires continuous updates, user feedback, and rapid delivery of working features.
So that's all. If you want to have the more details, please subscribe at our channel. Thank you.